Good night, everybody. It's Dr. Gloria Pope here, and I am here with Fiona. Hello, Fiona.
Hello, how are you?
I am marvelous. I'm very happy to have you here today. I really like your backdrop, by the way. It's really, really cool.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Yes, inspired by the one and only.
Definitely. So tell me the name of your business.
The name of my business is called Ankara Scents.
Mm,
Yes. And Ankara Scents, well, the background comes from West Africa. Back in my country where I was born. I was born in West Africa, came here when I was 3 because of the war, and I'm here now. I'm an educator and I have a small owned business now. This came about last year during the pandemic. It was really hard for me. It was like
mhm.
one of the hardest years I had lived through.
Okay.
And yeah, and when they say that the pandemic birthed entrepreneurs, I was one of them.
So was I actually.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
I actually launched my idea right before COVID hit, and then it shut my whole thing down. But then I had to reinvent it, and that's where all this came from. These many Expo interviews, and it's grown my organization to a much larger brand in the first year than I anticipated based off of.
Congrats to you. That's amazing.
Yeah, it definitely is very exciting stuff. So tell me a little bit about the products and stuff that you offer.
I offer candles, incense sticks, wax melts, waist beads, and one more thing. Incense sticks. Oh, and a gift sets, especially for Mother's Day.
Okay.
Mother's Day is coming up. So if interested in gift sets, we have those. On my website has 25% off of everything. And basically my brand caters to healing, meditation, and self-care. That's one of the things that I noticed that I had to bring balance in my life. I
Yeah.
didn't have self-care. I wasn't really, taking care of myself. Not that I wasn't taking care of myself, but I wasn't treating myself, you know, to the things that I know that I deserved.
Mm-hmm.
And so I also wanted to birth that and offer it to other people also that's going through the same thing as me. I feel like self-care is important. I feel like it's good to meditate. And I feel like, when you have original, healing products,
Mm-hmm.
that is very good that is very good for the inside of your body. In Africa, back home, we use like herbs and stuff for healing. And I feel like that's what a lot of people are using now, especially, like I said, the pandemic. A lot of people are taking herbs and everything. So I just like to reflect that into my brand.
Okay.
Healing, meditation, and self-care. I think that's very important. And it's also Mental Health Awareness Month. And yeah, I feel like that's very important. If you don't take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of other people?
I agree. I agree. I definitely agree. I think that's so cool. So talking about West Africa, which is really interesting. I have a sleeve, and a lot of people ask me about my symbols. Can you see them? They're all West African, actually.
That's
Actually, are.
beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. Most of them are because I believe in a lot of the culture and stuff like that, and a lot of the language, and they all have these real grounding meanings to them. I just was definitely very important to me. So I'm really cool, like with the culture and stuff like that, and just connecting a little bit back to Africa just in general. But so tell me, how has that being West African here in the States? How is that? Like doing the herbs and stuff about the with COVID, but how has your culture necessarily influenced your brand?
My culture influenced my brand because, like I said, Ankara, a lot of people might not know what that is. A lot of people might know what that is. So Ankara basically is the cloth right behind me. That's what a lot of West African women wear when they're around in their village, their hometown, around their husbands, family. It's a traditional culture clothing
Mm-hmm.
that West African women wear. They might also have it in South Africa, but it's mostly mainly West Africa where it's worn. And also, I wanted to incorporate that in my brand because the labels of my candles have the African prints on them.
Okay.
And I feel like no one has ever done that before. That's what makes my brand so unique. The African prints on my candles is dear to me because it's traditional. The
Mm-hmm.
kente cloth specifically is, it means wealth. When you wear the kente cloth back home, it means you're wealthy. It means that you're high level status. So clothing in Africa means a lot of things. And a lot of people might take that lightly,
Mm-hmm.
but that's something that I wanted to incorporate in my brand, because one thing Africans have is culture. So I had to incorporate that into my brand.
Oh, I agree. I agree. I agree. So, what are some of your goals that you have for the business? Like, where do you see yourself taking it in the next couple of years?
Oh my goodness. I want my business to branch off, and I want it to be sold in different stores.
Uh-huh.
I don't want it to, a lot of people sell off their brands and they'll take the money and just sell it off completely. But
Yeah.
this is my baby right here. And I'm like, this is very dear to me. So this is something that I wouldn't just give off.
Mm-hmm.
If I get a good offer, would I take it? I would have to think about that. But this is something that I wouldn't just sell off.
Okay.
It's very dear to me. So, but I want my candles to be everywhere. I want it to be, in your homes. That's what my candles do. I bring a piece of culture. You take a piece of culture with you when you buy one. You'll
Mm-hmm.
have a piece of my culture in your home. So you can have that experience of culture, healing, meditation, and self-care all in one.
All right. All right. All right. All right. So, what are some of your favorite scents that you actually provide?
Okay, so one of my bestseller is pineapple sage.
Mm,
I feel like that's more resonating with home.
okay.
Pineapple sage, like I said, meditation. A lot of people get the spirits out. You know what I'm saying? I also love one of my sweet scents. So I offer a variety of scents on purpose because I want people to have, different choices and not just, have one plain. So I have, what I have is my mango coconut, but I call it kente mango coconut
Mm-hmm.
because the kente, like I said, that's very special. So if you ever get the kente mango coconut, you will see the label that's on there. So kente mango coconut and pineapple sage are one of my favorite scents, are also my best sellers.
Oh,
So
nice.
I have, if I don't know if you want me to name the rest of my other 6 cents, 4 cents that I,
Well, talk all about them. Go
okay.
ahead.
So I have blueberry cheesecake,
Ooh.
pomegranate bliss, pineapple sage, banana nut bread, kente mango coconut, like I said, and there's one more. Uh, I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that.
So
But
I
my,
see most of your scents, the names of them are associated with food.
yeah, girl. So like, it might make you hungry. So you gotta be careful. I want you to burn the candle, not eat it, okay?
Mhm.
But yeah, my candles give off a different type of vibe. So like I said, I have blueberry cheesecake, pomegranate bliss, banana nut bread, strawberry shortcake, kente mango coconut, and pineapple sage. Those are my 6 main scents. Those are my featured scents. So I also will be adding on some other scents like eucalyptus and peppermint, more for healing, beach
Mhm.
linen,
Mhm.
more for the, you're out there vacation type vibe. And black raspberry vanilla is one of the other scents that I want to add on. So I like to have variety of scents so that people can have different ones to choose from.
Okay, perfect.
So
So do you pour all your own candles?
my yes, all my candles are hand poured. I
Mhm.
make them in my home. And of course I'm from New York, so you know, I love my city. So I pour my candles, and it's not as easy as you think it is.
Mhm.
Once you get the concept of it, and you know how the formulas, because there's formulas. I used to think that when I first started wanting to make candles, because I love candles from the beginning. When I
Mhm.
first started, I thought it was, oh, let me go buy the wax. Okay, fragrance oil, okay. And I thought you could just, but if you don't have the right temperature and have the right mix and the right wick, your candles will not thrive. So I had to learn a lot. It took a lot of 6 months of testing.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot from that experience. And it's made me, made my candles better. And I just wanted to say for all the candle makers out there, the longer you cure your candles, the stronger your hot throw will be. Hot throw is a term language for candle makers. That means it'll be stronger. So the longer they sit, the stronger they will be. I don't know if you notice, like when you buy a candle from Bath and Body Works, it's also the same thing. You might not notice, like, okay, it wasn't strong when I brought it, but like I had it for almost a year now and it smells amazing. So, those are just little tips I'm throwing out there for people that want to start a candle business. Yeah, you can do that. And, they say, a lot of people say, well, I want to wait till I have money to start a business. And I didn't wait till I had money. I started, I took a limb and I started it. And I was just like, this is what I really wanted to do because I love candles. And I wanted something different that nobody has. And, this is how Ankara Scents was birthed.
Okay, perfect. So you also mentioned that you're an educator.
Yes, I am an educator. I
Oh
work in
my.
the. Oh,
Yeah, definitely. I have my doctorate in education, actually.
oh, that's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Yes.
What do you teach?
So I teach kindergarten and first grade, but right now I'm teaching first grade, and it's not easy because kids are in front of the computer, and
Yeah.
it's not the same as in learning. You
Mm-hmm.
know, um, but we try our best because it's not easy. Like I said, we try our best, and we want the kids to learn the curriculum and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So with me, when I'm teaching, I make sure there's steps, that they have to learn. And I, instead of me moving on, because I'm not gonna lie, some of the stuff I don't agree with. So I just I take my time in teaching them because I want them to actually learn.
Yeah.
I want them to, and it's not easy learning through the computer. Like they get easily distracted. I'm like, hello, hey, come back to us. And I
Yeah.
have to redirect them. But they're children. So, I don't give them a hard time. I take it easy on them, but at the same time, I let them know, hey, I'm not playing. We got to get to work. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's
So
it's
that's cool. So how can people find you to purchase your products?
oh, you can find me at ankarascents.com. That's all you have to literally type in, ankarascents.com. And my Instagram is ankarascents. And if you can't find it through typing it in, you can go to my IG and click the link in my bio, and everything is there.
Wonderful, 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 wonderful. So what's the last thing you want to share with the people who are watching?
Oh, the last thing I want to share is don't give up on your dream, and don't be afraid to just do what you want to do. Just do it. If you feel like the time is right, do it. If you feel like
Exactly.
the time is
Take
right, do it.
that leap.
Take that leap. You never know. You never know where that might take you. And my dad, he's also always been a hustler.
Mm.
I lost him last year to COVID.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but he's always been a hustler. And that's one of also the reasons that pushed me. He's one of the reasons that pushed me because he hustled out in the streets, selling things back home, and he brought that hustle to America. And he inspired me to he just inspired me all the way to keep going, even when he's not here.
Oh, that is such a story. And I can only imagine all the hard work he's put out during his
Yeah,
life.
he was a very hard worker, very
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for him. And good for you to have had that around you your lifetime to be able to
Yes, and
experience.
I have a very good support system. It's
Mhm.
good to use the people, or not to use. The people around you will, help. My family help me a lot. They help me. My brother, he's a visual mastermind, and I say this because if you ever go on my website, he put the whole, thing together. Like when I did my photo shoot, he knew where I should go, what should go where. And you have to use the people around you
Yeah.
because, you know, things cost money. So listen, let people help you. Don't be afraid to ask for help.
That's another good need, you know, work hard, live your dream, and ask for help. I love them, all three of them, because as business owners, you can't do it all by yourself. You have to realize that you need people behind you because it's hard.
Yeah.
So many aspects to running your business. You have to tune in with somebody else. You're never going to grow anywhere. You're just going to kind of sit still and be the same person doing nothing.
Yes. And that's how we learn. We learn from our mistakes.
We do. We definitely do.
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody.
Yeah.
All right, Fiona, thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate you.
I, I loved being here. I thank you for having me.
Wonderful. So thank you, everybody. If you want to watch any more of my videos, they're available on my YouTube channel, Black Girl Everything. If you're coming out to the May 15th event, you better come out. We got almost sold out, actually, on tickets for that. And thank you all for tuning in. Bye, guys.
Bye.